Marty, I went for so long. I went on a train with a hobo, and he said, I will grant you 3 wishes if you give me 1 piece of food. So I grabbed out of my pocket a sour cherry blaster I had from last night, and I gave it to him, and he's like, "Ugh," and he turned into Singbo the Chimi. So he said, I will grant you 3 wishes, and I was like, okay, for my first wish, I want to go home and taste my mom's mashed potatoes and roast beef, because that's my favorite meal in the world. So there I was, in Barrie, Ontario. I was home, eating my mom's mashed potatoes, and I was like, oh my god, that tastes so good. And I brought some back for the hobo, and so I gave it to the hobo, and it's like, okay, you get 3 more wishes. And I'm like, yeah, I get 5 wishes. So I was like, I wish I had a girl friend that loved me, but, so then he popped up a girl, but it was a midget. It was a 2'6" midget, and I was like, okay, that's perfect for blowjobs. So then I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So then I wished for $1 trillion, and then I bought a masseuse. I bought a really good masseuse. He chopped on my back. He chopped it. He was like, oh, but he was actually chopping with knives, and I was dying. I was like, so I wished that I was alive again. So then, poof, I was alive, but I was in an old man's body, and I was like 80 years old. So I was walking around, crippled, small dick, wrinkly. So then I said, I wish I was young again. So, poof, I was back my own age. But then I used 4 out of my 5 wishes. So I said, I want to kill my best friend Marty. So I was on the windowsill with a knife, but then I fell off, and there was a doctor with a shrink ray, and he blasted me out of the sky. And I was like, Sss. So then I went into the jungle, and I had a pin, so I was using it to cut down the blades of grass. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So then, but then the cat appeared. The recently adopted cat appeared. It was chasing me. It was chasing me. I went up the tree. But then a squirrel was chasing me, and a small little rabbit chasing me. But then I shrunk back to my regular size, and I kicked both of them. And then I started beating them with a shovel, and I tasered them. I'm like, bitch. So then I went to stab Marty, but the bounty hunter with his bodyguard, he pushed me out the window, and I fell in the tree, and it stabbed me. So I was like, but he only stabbed my hand, so it was alright. So then I was walking with my broken hand. But then I wanted to kill Marty again, so I got on the roof, but I fell off, bounced off the trampoline, I went 6 yards away. So I was riding a dog, who was riding a llama, who was riding an alpaca, who was riding a donkey. So then I was riding back to Marty's house, determined to kill him and his whole family, and I raped them. And I was like, But then a tornado appeared, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I was having sex with the dog, while on the donkey, while on the alpaca, while on the emu, while on the ostrich. The ostrich came from nowhere, out of nowhere. But it was like flying around, and all I see is Marty doing a Rubik's Cube, and I was like, oh, I gotta fucking kill you. So then I took the knife, I stabbed him, I threw it, but then it turned back, stabbed me in the foot. So then I had a broken hand, and then the tornado went away. So that I was just standing there with a broken hand, and I'm like, damn you, Marty. So then I went to the circus, and I got the strong man, and I told him, kill Martin Busby, and I will give you $1 million. So then he came, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna lift up your house. So we lifted up the house, but then the tornado came back, and he lifted up the house, and he's like, but then he fell out of the house.